Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India is moving forward with the vision of a developed nation by 2047. He said to achieve this goal, the mobility sector is going to play a crucial role. Addressing Bharat Mobility Global Expo 2024 at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi, Prime Minister said this is the beginning of the golden period for India's mobility sector.
Bharat Mobility Global Expo 2024, India's groundbreaking event that heralds the nation's ascent as a global hub for mobility. Starting from 1st February to 3rd February, in New Delhi, it will be the epicenter of innovation and progress in the mobility and automotive sectors. Inaugurated by India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday, the Expo is set to captivate audiences with myriad of activities. Addressing the event, PM stressed that nation's economy is expanding fast and in government's third term, country is bound to become the third biggest economy in the world.
पिछले 10 साल में पैसेंजर व्हीकल्स की बिक्री में 60% की वृद्धि हुई है। भारत में टू व्हीलर सेल्स भी 70% से ज्यादा बढ़ी है। अभी कल ही जो आंकड़े आए हैं वो बताते हैं कि जनवरी के महीने में कारों की बिक्री ने अपने पिछले सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिए हैं।
The Bharat Mobility Expo 2024 is not just an exhibition, it's a testament to India's capabilities across the entire mobility and automotive value chains. PM added that beyond boundaries is the tagline of the Expo, which also reflects the spirit of India.
मेरी पहली टर्म थी, उस समय मैंने एक ग्लोबल लेवल की मोबिलिटी कॉन्फ्रेंस प्लान की थी और उस समय की चीजें अगर आप निकाल के देखोगे तो बैटरी पर हमारा फोकस क्यों होना चाहिए, इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल की तरफ हमें कैसे जल्दी जाना चाहिए, इन सारे विषयों पर बहुत विस्तार से वो समिट हुआ था। ग्लोबल एक्सपर्ट्स आए थे और आज मेरी दूसरी टर्म में मैं देख रहा हूं कि खासी मात्रा में प्रगति हो रही है।
With over 800 exhibitors from 50 plus countries, this is where cutting-edge technologies, sustainable solutions and breakthroughs converge. Latest innovations showcased by over 1,000 brands from 13 global markets in this expo, the Bharat Mobility Global Expo is where India's mobility story unfolds, showcasing its commitment to progress, sustainability and global collaboration.
Such kind of expo organized in India is giving impetus to major as well as small-scale players across the country to develop and innovate more such innovative and sustainable products here in India. And this is an expo of a scale of a global level where participants from across the globe are participating to showcase their product. With camera person Ashish, this is Dibyendu Mondal from New Delhi for DD India.
And my colleague Dibyendu Mondal is joining us live with more updates on the Expo. Dibyendu, give us a sense of how the global mobility community is congregating at the Expo in Bharat Mandapam. Dibyendu, I hope I'm audible to you. Can you hear us? We're trying to connect to our correspondent Dibyendu Mondal in just a bit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated in the Bharat Mobility Global Expo earlier today. In his address, Prime Minister spoke about the manner in which this is a golden period for the mobility sector in India, whether it is production capability, whether it is the market, the research and development in technology sector. Prime Minister said that the opportunities available are diverse for the sector. He also focused on the manner in which indigenous technology, indigenous innovation and also local materials could be extensively used in the automobile and mobile sector as a whole. He spoke about the key takeaways of the budget as well, from where the mobility sector could benefit significantly, whether it is the capex expenditure, which is improving the overall infrastructure of in the country, which has a cascading impact on the mobility sector. We'll again try and connect with our colleague Dibyendu Mondal. He is covering this expo where participants from across the world have descended. It is one of the biggest mobility expo that has taken place in the country, focusing on the future of mobility as well as far as technology is concerned, EV interventions are concerned. There is also a focus on the manner in which more cleaner fuels like hydrogen could be put to use as well. We'll check if our colleague Dibyendu Mondal is with us. We're talking about the Bharat Mobility Global Expo. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the participants at the Bharat Mobility Global Expo. And Prime Minister spoke about the manner in which the new middle class is emerging. He mentioned that thanks to the interventions of the government in the past 10 years, some 25 crore people have been lifted out of poverty. Now, these people who've been lifted out of poverty form the new middle class, and their aspirations are also going to drive the growth story of India, including the growth story of the mobility sector in the country. I guess we connected with our colleague Dibyendu Mondal now. Dibyendu, I hope I'm audible to you now. First, tell us the manner in which I asked how the global mobility community congregated at this expo in Bharat Mandapam.
Well, Shubhendu, yes, I can hear you now. You know, the global, in fact, this was the first ever Bharat Mobility Expo that is being held at the Bharat Mandapam here in New Delhi. And this is one of a kind where, you know, mobility aggregators, including the automotive sector and all the value chain that is linked with the automotive and mobility sector have congregated here in New Delhi. More than 50 plus countries have come here to display their innovation. One of the key aspects that I would like to draw the attention of you and all our viewers is, you know, the government's focus towards sustainability and green mobility. So this is standing out at the Expo at Bharat Mandapam, where you know, not just Indian automotive makers, but also also some of the automotive makers from across different countries that have gathered here are showcasing newer technologies, cleaner technologies that could be adopted, in fact, to make the mobility sector more greener, more sustainable, and more cleaner. Because remember, much of the pollution is caused by vehicles. So to address this challenge, we have seen e-vehicles as well as hydrogen and ethanol-powered vehicles, which are their prototypes being displayed here at Bharat Mandapam.
Right.
So the Prime Minister also spoke about it. Yes, back to you.
Yes, Dibyendu, a little more on the India story at this Expo. Prime Minister Modi appealed to the Indian mobility sector to make the most of the opportunities in the country today. How is the best of India also showcased at the Expo?
Well, of course, you see not just the global players. I was visiting some of the expo centers, stalls where even the Prime Minister visited. We see one of our biggest giant, which is Tata Motors. They have displayed a complete different segment of electronic vehicle that have been launched in the Indian market and that are yet to be launched in the Indian market. So we also hear that some new models of more sustainable, more eco-friendly vehicles are likely to be launched by our own Indian players. Interestingly, I also visited one of the pavilion which showcased the two-wheeler segment, which is completely made in India. Their technology, their entire ecosystem, from charging to battery to the entire ecosystem to make a two-wheeler vehicle have been developed in India, and most of which is not imported and made in India. It's just not assembled in India, but in fact made in India. So you see how India is progressing. And remember, the Prime Minister also said that we could make the most out of it. And the government and the Prime Minister himself said that you take a leap forward, and I am there with you. So he has given, in a sense, an assurance to the entire industry that was present at the Bharat Mandapam and listening to him that you go ahead with innovation. The Prime Minister also spoke about the 1 lakh crore fund that has been allocated for research and innovation, and he said that much of it could also be used in the research and development of newer and sustainable technologies in the automobile sector and the mobility sector. So this is an important policy announcement, perhaps that we can take leave from the Prime Minister's speech when we get more details of the 1 lakh crore corpus fund announced in the interim budget yesterday. We'll get more clarity on it. But in a sense, he's given indication towards the fact that this fund which has been allocated is towards research and innovation and development of more cleaner, greener and more technologically advanced mobility sector, and not just mobility but also research and innovation in other sectors as well.
Dibyendu, thank you for joining us with those updates. On to some other